Is investments all about profit? Hi, my name is Kyle and I'm the founder of J Advisory. And today, I want to share with you a sharing which I did to one of the people that actually came highly recommended to me by one of my clients, right? Because he was actually looking for a way how to grow his EPF account one. And in that conversation, I just want to thank him because for reminding me on this particular topic, which I always wanted to share, but it just gets lost after a while. So what is it in our conversation that triggered this particular topic, right? So let me share with you what happened. He came to me and he wanted to actually invest his EPF account one, and he started out with two questions. Number one is that should I even invest my EPF account one because EPF is actually doing very stable. And I think I did a video on this earlier. And the second question was, he was asking, since that EPF is doing very stable, how well is the investments that you are going to ask me to do? Can it beat the EPF return for the past few years? So here's what I told him. Naturally, because he's also somebody who's a bit more conservative, because he has a family and you want to make sure that he's able to retire comfortably. And the sharing, or what I shared with him, was that ultimately, the first thing first is really about whether you should actually take out the money for EPF. It comes back to the question of, are you able to retire by leaving the money in EPF? Because a lot of people can. The problem is a lot of people do not know whether they can or cannot, because number one, they didn't do up their financial situation. Number two is that they never projected the goal of being retired. When do they want to retire? How much do they want to get when they retire? So without having all this, then basically you can't be able to answer this question. Assuming you have done all this and you've gotten the answer, and what you saw, let's say for example, your retirement goal is 3 million, and right now, based on what you're investing in EPF, can only get you to 2 million, and there's a 1 million gap. So I told him that eventually you'll be able to see that you need to mobilize or move your assets to working to close that 1 million gap. And of course, this is after taking into account whatever money that you put aside and growing at a certain percentage. And of course, let's say you were to grow at 5-6% and you cannot, naturally you have to grow it at something higher, maybe 7-8%. So that is to answer the first question, That means if you have a gap in your retirement and currently based on EPF, you cannot reach your goal, then you must find ways to work your current assets harder, right? So the second question is, he kept asking is that, can it give me consistent return like EPF? You get like 5-6, 5-6, 5-6. So I told him naturally, it's also not about getting 5-6, but eventually when you actually withdraw for EPF into this type of unit trust schemes, and unit trust and shares are a bit more volatile, right? Because they are investing into equities. So when you have the volatility, you would not get the 5-6, 5-6 because it could be like 5 1 year plus 2 1 year, then it could be a negative 10 1 year, then you will be having plus 20. So the end goal of you when you're trying to hit 8% return is from all these plus and minuses, when you average out and you divide over that 4 years, can it give you an 8? That will be something that you should be focusing at, right? And I share with him this golden nugget, which I feel that everybody of you should know as well. Sometimes it's not really about when your investments are making profit and that you can be happy and shaking a leg. It's about when your investments are not profitable, what type of strategies do you know? What can you do at the point when it's down to basically ramp it up again? Do you have a strategy? And I actually share with him 2 fundamental things that he needs to look at and what he can do during those times. So if you're curious, leave me a comment. I'll share with you what I was sharing with him. If you have any other questions relating to investments and personal finance, do leave in the comment section. I'm going to share with you in the next video. Take care, guys.